Well, welcome to another morning in the COVID wards at Queen Elizabeth Hospital. I did mention yesterday about this Indian lady who'd worked a ridiculously long shift. She'd worked 14.5-hour shifts, some of it not paid. Interestingly, last night I happened to look at the clock at one point and then look towards the corridor, and lo and behold, she went walking past, and it was long before her shift. So I saw her later on and I said, "You worked 14.5 hours yesterday and I saw you come in really early tonight. Why is this?" "Oh," she said, "I knew they were going to be busy, so I came in early to help." Amazing. Busy night, as it happens. She was quite right, it's a busy night. They moved the entire bay to another bay, lock, stock and barrel, beds, cabinets, everything. And now we're in a new bay. And as I look, I'm near the door, and as I look, I can see the next stretch of corridor has screens across it, and a huge notices written across the screens: wash your hands before you leave entering this area, wash your hands again when you leave this area. And I don't know what other messages are on the others, but it's obviously a high security area, high risk area. So presumably there are people in there who are not doing so good, are doing perhaps worse than some of the people in here. And a couple of people in this ward are having a very hard time, let me tell you. I feel very, very sorry for them. We've got one chap, I don't think he's eaten a meal since he's been here. Odd tiny bits of snack, he just doesn't want any food. He just lays there with his mask over his face, and they're struggling with him. I feel very sorry for him. As for me, I'm still sitting here. I wouldn't go as far as to say comfortable, but I'm sitting here, and I'm not coughing, I'm not sneezing, and not struggling to draw breath or anything silly like that. Oh, hello, Steve Carpenter, I just saw your name come up the screen. And so in some ways I'm lucky. Now, another interesting point I want to bring up, and this relates to life in general. I've had last night this Indian staff nurse looked after me at times, always smiling, always helpful, always in a hurry, always can't do enough. With her was a young Filipina lady. She was the same, cheerful, helpful, the sort of person you'd be proud of if it was your daughter. And working alongside her, the young lady who is of half Polish and half German descent. In a little while, no doubt one of the physios will be on to see me. He's English. And then one of the doctors will be in, and he is of African descent, I believe. So it's multinational. So many different nationalities here. I've seen Chinese people here, and well, you can't tell what all the nationalities are. Some of them I've asked just out of interest, and I'm finding. But the point is, it's multinational in here, and they work together like a team. They're all good friends, they help one another, and it's really just perfect. And I'm thinking, if we can do it in here, we can do it outside in the real world. We're not a collection of different races. We're all people, and that's how we've got to be. And it is very important to think this when you go into, particularly into a little town like Wisbech, where we've got a lot of different nationalities, and I do know a lot of locals don't like it. You've got to remember these people have come to improve their lives, and in many cases they have. And in the cases of the staff we have here, they're doing a wonderful job. And without them, we would be lost. And we couldn't cope. We certainly couldn't cope in this hospital without the wonderful people who've come to England to work here. And I'm looking up now and I'm seeing another lovely young lady helping here, and I guess I'm looking at another Filipina, and she's going to work hard all day, and at the end of the day she'll be going home with a smile, because it's what they do. So think on when you see people of different nationalities in the town, and you're thinking, because I know a few people think, why don't they go home? Well, they are home, and they've come here and make a life, just as lots of English people have gone to places like Spain and made a life. So let's all be happy together and work as a team. Now, for my close friends and family who know why I originally came into hospital, which was not to do with COVID, it's to do with a back problem. And the latest update on that is X-rays have discovered signs of arthritis on the spine. Some of the bone, I have a chipped bone on my lower spine. Some of the bones on my lower spine are now wearing thin, and we can now add to the jolly mix osteoporosis, and I've just had my first tablet to help strengthen the bones. So not a lot further I can do about that, and this is probably why I'm in constant back pain. But that's just a side issue for the friends. What we're really here for is the COVID, and in this morning's message, teamwork and love of fellow man. Doesn't matter where they come from, doesn't matter what colour of the skin it is. We're all people together, and we must stick together, and we must unite. And the more we unite and stick together, the happier everybody will be, and the world will be a wonderful place. And now Aiken breakfast is coming around. Oh, how jolly! So I shall look forward to that. And go ahead, enjoy your day. Please be happy. Please take great care. Don't end up in here. Don't be separated from your loved ones. And you really don't want that. You don't want to be in a position where you can't see your family head on, and you don't want your family left in a position where they want to see you and they can't. So you look after yourselves. You take care, take precautions, and keep this nasty old COVID stuff distant. Let's kick it out. Give it a sharp poke in the eye and send it on its way. Rock and roll, people. Rock and roll.